Hello and welcome everyone to Variety Stick, and we back again for another video. In today's video I'll be doing unboxing, first impression and mini review for the LG Stylo 6 through Metro by T-Mobile. So without any further ado, let's find out. Now before we talk about anything else, I want to explain the pricing for you. But make sure to get the price or the latest price from your Metro by T-Mobile store, because Metro, they keep changes the prices and the promotion and the deals on the cell phones. But the price I'm gonna mention is gonna be on the time I'm making the video. The price, if you are a current customer to Metro and you have your line over 90 days and you're eligible for upgrade price, the phone price will be $179. Now if you just want to go ahead and start a new number or add a line with Metro by T-Mobile, the price will be $129. Or if you bring number from a different carrier, non-T-Mobile brands, the phone will be $39.99. That's a port-in deal or switching deal. Also, let's talk about the main specs of the LG Stylo 6. Starting with the screen, we have massive size screen, 6.8 inches, full high definition, 1080p IPS LCD with PPI 395, which is decent in my opinion, and the ratio of the screen will be 19:9. Now for the processor, we have MediaTek Helio P35, and this is in my opinion not too shabby. I want to see how the performance is going to be on this phone. And also the phone has a 3 GB of RAM. Also this is not too shabby, 64 GB, which is fine in my opinion. Now the biggest upgrade from the LG Stylo 5 to the 6 will be the camera. The phone has 3 cameras on the back. We have 13, which is wide angle. We have 5 megapixel ultra wide, and we have 5 megapixel depth sensor, just to help you to get 2x zoom. On the front we will have 13 megapixel with full high definition for video recording. Also the back camera will be full high definition video recording. That means we don't have 4K in this phone. The size of battery will be 4000 milliamp, and the battery is not removable, and the phone takes the C-type with a quick charge 10 watt. And now let's get to the unboxing. And as you guys can see, LG has changed the package, and now it looks more elegant, more professional, and that reminds me actually with the S8 and the S9 from Samsung. Let's go ahead, open the box, and first thing you will see, it will be the main specs of the phone. It will be 6.8 triple camera, stylus pen, and 64 GB and 3 GB of RAM. Let's take the phone out, and as you guys can see, the phone, it will be silver with white. Actually this is a prism color. It looks so nice. The back of the phone, by the way, it will be plastic. We will have different setup for the camera. We have the fingerprint, we have the stylus pen, which comes from here, and now it has actually a button. All you have to do, press the button and the stylus will goes out, and this is actually main upgrade from the LG Stylo 4 and the LG Stylo 5. We have speaker should fire from the bottom, the C-type, and as you guys can see, even that the phone has 6.8 inches, it doesn't feel huge in the hands. Now the frame of the phone will be metal. It's always nice to see good quality built construction of the device. The back is a plastic, as I mentioned. Now we will have a Google Assistant key from the left, as well as we have the volume up and down keys, and then we have the place where you inject the SIM card and the SD card, and that phone take up to 2 TB for the SD card. And from the right we don't have nothing but the power key, should be located on the right. From the front we should also have the noise cancelling microphone, and at the bottom, as I explained to you, headphone jack, microphone, C-type, and speaker, and the stylus pen. Let's set this on the side and have a look on the other content on the box. And this is actually the SIM card. You have to activate the phone with the SIM card, and then we have the manual or the instruction guides that doesn't guide you for anything. And then we will have the charger. This is basically 9-10 watt charger, so you guys not gonna expect crazy fast charging. And then we will have also the C-type cable, and that would be nothing else in the box. Now let's go ahead and remove the plastic, and then we're gonna play with the phone, spend some times, and then we're gonna come back to you guys. Now, after spending decent amount of time with the LG Stylus 6, I will go ahead and kick off with the design of the phone. I mean, first of all, no doubt the phone feels solid in the hands, and also the phone feels premium in the hands, and I have to admit this. Actually, the back of the phone, it looks is stunning. As you guys can see, the prism white color mixed with silver and some rainbow colors over here look absolutely gorgeous, no doubt about this. Now the problem starts from the front of the phone. The phone actually has the 19:9 ratio, which is we have a full vision display, which is nice in my opinion, but we still have actually a big bezel in the bottom, and also we have a notch on the camera, makes the phone look ugly from the front. Now also one of the things is going to be very annoying for you, especially if you put your phone in your pocket, that the speaker on the front is going to collect a lot of dust and dirt, and that's going to actually block the speaker by the future. So you got to make sure to clean the speaker all the time. Also, one of the things I feel that they have no need for it, the Google Assistant keys. Like, why would you have the Google Assistant keys on this cell phone? That's going to make you confused between this key, which is the Google Assistant, and the power key. I would have just, you know what I mean, preferred that the phone will be clean. Volume keys, power key, it would be much better, because Google Assistant, you just have to say, okay Google, and the phone can respond to you. Now also one of the things I want to mention here, that the phone is not IP rated for water and dust proof, which is fine in my opinion. I just want to pay your attention about this point. So do not expose your phone to a water or any liquid, because that's gonna damage the device itself. Now one of the things also, like which is I don't understand why actually the fingerprint on the LG Stylo 6 is not fast as even the LG Stylo 5. I mean, if you guys can see, once you unlock the phone, you go to the fingerprint key, click, and you have to wait a little bit to respond. Actually, the response, actually, it has some delay, but the fingerprint works good. It's very accurate, so don't take me wrong. But I feel even the LG Stylo 5 has faster fingerprint than the LG Stylo 6. Now, since this is a Stylo phone, let's go ahead and talk about the stylus. As I said, it has a click and the stylus will pop, and it actually has a decent quality stylus pen over here. As you guys can see, it's made out of metal, and it looks high quality stylus, so I'd have no problem with the stylus. And once actually you pop that stylus, you should be able to see some options. Some option actually already existed with the LG Stylo 5, and some new feature which is I'm going to explain to you, exclusive for the LG Stylo 6. One of these actually options that I like, it called a draw chart, which is basically if you just go over here, you will see a box. Now this box is gonna give you to draw something, and if you draw that, this is gonna actually animate it. So let's say hello, for instance, and then click on the right sign over here. This is gonna save it. Now if you go to the gallery, you should be able to see, let me just go to the same one, the one we just actually created, and that's gonna be animated. Then you can text it to somebody. It actually looks so nice, and that's, in my opinion, a very good addition to the phone. Now also, if you go to the text message application, for instance, you will have the same option, and then you can just tap in that option from the keyboard itself, and you will have actually the same feature. You can just say, for instance, hi, how are you, etc., and save it, and then you will have the ability to send this as a text message, and that, in my opinion, very nice. Now also, let's talk about the quality of the audio in the LG Stylo 6, and I will give LG a thumbs up for doing very good actually for the audio, for many reasons. First of all, you will have a dual speaker, one gonna fire from the bottom and one's gonna fire from the front, and that's gonna give you the best sound quality experience. In addition to this, we have a profiling for the apps. For instance, I'm on YouTube right now, I'm gonna play the music, and if you go to the volume key over here, you will see that use this app or adjust this app. So let's go ahead and adjust this app only. That way you have YouTube in high volume or low volume, and the other profile is gonna stay on the same volume of the device, and that actually something nice to see in a phone like the LG Stylo. For instance, we're gonna adjust the volume right now. as you guys can see. Now you can keep the volume up and YouTube down. I'm gonna leave you with the sample of the audio. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the quality of the display. Actually, for like IPS LCD, you guys are not going to expect the best experience for the display. But in the LG Stylo 6, as I mentioned, full high definition, $395 for the PPI, which is quite decent in my opinion. The most important thing for you to be able to see everything from the angle of view just fine with no problems, or the screen doesn't washed out, which is you have no problem with the LG Stylo. And then the color, the vividness actually decent, and the amount of resolution is great. In addition to this, you can get up to 60 FPS when you play your videos, so I would say the quality of the screen overall very acceptable. Now the size of the battery will be 4000 milliamp. The battery is not removable, as I mentioned. The phone takes the C quick charge, which is good in my opinion. The phone will charge from 0% to 100% within an hour and 45 minutes. Quite decent in my opinion. And if you are just a normal person, use your phone on a regular basis to browse, watch a couple of videos every day, I would assume the phone will last you 2 days in a row, which is quite decent in my opinion. If you are a heavy user, you're probably gonna end the battery within a day and a half, and it's still the battery performance not terrible in my opinion. Now for the software, the phone came with Android 10 out of the box, which is the latest for right now. I have good belief in LG. Normally they push updates, so hopefully the phone will receive another update from Android. And now overall LG, they have a bunch of features that I cannot cover in the video like this because the video is going to be too long, but we can have a look on the main menu and some options. Now as you guys can see, we don't have the app drawer over here. You should be able to see all the apps in one screen. Now you can adjust this is just an option. If you like the app drawer, you can always do this. And by the way, I'll be making dedicated videos about all the features, tips and tricks for the LG Stylo 6. You guys stay tuned for that video and subscribe if you haven't already. Now one of the things actually very annoying for me, why would they have actually games pre-installed on the phone? That actually occupied more from the memory, and most of people, they might not gonna play these video games because you will have the option to go to Google Play Store and download some of the application. But normally LG, they use their own UI system. It's not a clean stock Android experience that you're gonna get on the phone, and that makes the phone actually struggle a little bit when you move from application to another. And for instance, I'm gonna just review all the application that pre-installed on the phone. You will have called essentials, which is make a lot of sense: music, FM radio, calculator. And then we have Metro applications, My Metro and Metro Play hotspot to unlock the device. And you have all the essentials Google applications, and you will have games, and you have actually game mode. And if you go to the settings, you will see everything organized in one page: network, connection, device, sound, notification, display, etc. As I said, I'll be making video to cover more of the LG Stylo 6 features, so you guys stay tuned for this. Now I'm gonna be talking about the hardware, the most disappointing thing on the LG Stylo 6. Now I get it, the phone is not that expensive, and LG, they're changing the route. They're going from Snapdragon chipset to MediaTek. MediaTek actually is cheaper, lower performance than Snapdragon. Everybody knows this, and that's something actually disappointing me here. In addition to this, I mean, you would have just threw another gigabytes for the RAM, because the Stylo 5 came 3 GB of RAM, so there is not much difference in the hardware performance between the Stylo 5 and the Stylo 6. And by the way, I will be making a speed test video just to watch the performance difference between both phones. Also, you guys stay tuned for this. But now, talking about the processor, I'm not too happy with, and even that you're gonna see the phone lagging on the software. I mean, if you just go play YouTube over here, I mean, you guys can see the amount of time it took actually to load the YouTube, and if you're just gonna leave, you can see the phone is glitching over here. That's why, because the processor is not the best, at least for a mid-range phone or a budget phones. They would have just used a different actually processor like Snapdragon 665, as we saw in the Moto G stylus. I'm gonna also make a speed test comparison video between this phone and the stylus phone from Moto, so you guys also stay tuned for this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Now the phone has 64GB. This is very welcome upgrade from the Stylo 5. 3GB of RAM. As I said, I'm not crazy happy about this. Also, if you guys leave in a comment below, I might do gaming review on the Stylo 6. Let me know, guys, if you want to see this in the comment below or not. Last but not least, we're going to be talking about the camera for the LG Stylo 6. LG Stylo 6 came with 3 cameras compared to the 5 with 1 camera on the back. And we have now 13, 5 and 5. This is basically going to be wide, ultra wide, and then macro and depth sensor. In the front we have 13 megapixel camera. Now I thought the 3 cameras gonna make a huge difference for the LG Stylo 6, but in my opinion the camera performance not too shabby, especially if you have low light situation or normal light situation. The camera is gonna struggle. Before we go and talk about these pictures, I'm gonna go ahead and open the camera application. The camera application actually set to do everything automatically. Now the camera option, you will have AC cam, video, photos and portrait. And if you want to switch between the front and the back camera, you can just swipe just like this, and that will take you or flip the camera from the front on the back of the camera. You have a flash and some actually settings. No 4K, no slow motion. So a lot of things missing with this camera. Also, I took actually pictures and samples, and as I said, like the camera was struggling, especially when you take indoor pictures. This actually will be a macro picture, and all these pictures gonna pop on the screen, so you guys gonna see it actually in a bigger size. And now this is actually the selfie picture. As you guys can see, the background all washed out with white. You won't be able to see actually the background. And we have another one, actually a low light situation. It's not even low light situation, actually have a decent amount of lights, but the camera struggle a lot and it's gonna be a lot of noise, and you guys not gonna expect the best quality. And keep going with these pictures. Another picture also taken indoor, actually not too good. And here's another one, and you guys can see noises in the picture. And also outdoor selfie, I would say decent. You would be able to get good pictures. And also you can use the portrait, and you will have the option also to adjust the portrait, which is something nice from the same camera application. This is just without, actually decent. And you have also the blurry actually control. You can get more of the beauty for the face, which is nice. Dynamic range actually decent, but that picture actually I took to check the zoom. The phone have up to 4x zoom. I'm just gonna show you the difference. This is just a regular wide. 2x zoom, actually the picture quality won't be cropped. You still have decent quality if you go up to 2x, but if you go to 4x, you're gonna see the camera is gonna struggle. I mean, overall, as I said, the camera I was not too happy. If you are planning to buy the LG Stylo 5, or I'm sorry, the 6, for the fact of the camera, I would say don't do this. The camera is not too good. Now overall, speaking about the LG Stylo 6, it has been improved from the LG Stylo 5, and there is some new features actually very welcome in this device. In addition to this, you have more storage on the phone, you have better operating system, bigger screen, and the stylus pen has been improved. So if you want to upgrade from the 5 to the 6, I don't see any problem with this. In addition to this, the price of the phone is not too crazy. You're talking about like retail value 179, still affordable, and I won't expect a lot from phone in this range of price. That was very much it for that video. Thank you so much everyone for watching. As always guys, make sure to subscribe to Variety Stick if you haven't already, and smash that thumbs up button and hit the bell to be notified in order not to miss any future videos. Thank you so much again. I will talk to you in the next video.